Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a bit of a different video today. We're doing a OP16 unboxing. Due to time of recording this, there's actually a regional and a treasure cup in the city that I live in going on tomorrow and the day after. So I wasn't able to get some of my friends to do this box opening or to do a box battle. So instead I'm just going to be opening the two boxes that I got for pre-release. Or for the release, I should say. Anyway, I'll be getting into these. I'll do one at a time. Start with the left first. And yeah, get into it soon. So this OP16 is called the Time of Battle. I was not aware that was the title of the set, but anyway. It features pretty much everything about Paramount War. One of the arcs in the anime, in the manga. Very decisive, turning point, I'd say, for some of the main characters, or the main character. But yeah, Rainford, Impel Down, Paramount War, I think that's what the saga was called. But yeah, really good. And they've redone a set of it. I know they did it back in, I think it was OP2. I can't remember what that set was called, but anyway, we now have it redone. So we'll get into the first pack. Got a Trafalgar Law, a Jinbei, a new Roanoke Zora, I should put that aside, a Dracula Mihawk, Lafitte, Let's Show 'em What We're Made Of, Hannibal, Izo, Porgus the Ace, If You're Coming With Me, Kiss Your Lives Goodbye, Little Oars Jr., and a Monkey D. Luffy. So yeah, bit of some pretty cool cards. So you got the normal Ace and Whitebeard Pirates cards. So that's what red is themed after. Black is actually Wano. This is the only non-Paramount War typing, pretty much, in this this set. So there's a Yamato leader, which gives everything you play from Trash Rush. So that's pretty cool. Izo, kind of just like, not a new searcher, but at least like draw and stuff. You got Hannibal for Impel Down cards. I believe this is literally just a buff to the Hannibal deck because the Magellan went out of rotation. Whitebeard event. Lafitte, there's a new Blackbeard leader, black yellow. Seems very good. So this Lafitte will be pretty handy in that. There's a Mihawk, just black 7 Warlords of the Sea. Don't know how playable this is, but you know, it's pretty cool. There's Jinbei, classic, and then the Law. This is probably the most random one of the set because it's Young Law. It's pretty much just for the purple Dofi leader. Anyway, I'll continue on with the second pack. We've got a Younger Brother Marine. I believe this was from Fan Letter. Pretty cool episode. There's a Shanks, Shimotsuki Ishimaru, Dracula Mihawk, Tony Chopper, Magellan, Hollowed Glacier Slash. This is the Yamato event that can KO. And the Mule, Monkey D. Luffy, who is covered in venom. We just got absolutely smashed by Magellan. If You're Coming With Me, Kiss Your Lives Goodbye. Then we've got a Kuzan and a Mr. 3 Galdino. Very nice. So yeah, this is part of the Impel Down package, the new blue Impel Down package. Really good for Buggy, really good for blue-green Luffy. And then yeah, you got the Kuzan, the Admiral Kuzan. This will be for the Sengoku deck. Hopefully I can pull one of the leaders so that I can read out what it does. I've got a rough idea, but don't want to misquote. Got a Jinbei, another Dofi card, Don Quixote Doflamingo. On play and when attacking, add a Don. Not bad. I think that fits your curve if you're ever on 7 and not 8. We've got a Gecko Moria, Kazuki Odin, Ramba, Mr. 3 Galdino, a different one. Another Hannibal, Shinobu. Shinobu is pretty good. It's got a very nice combo. I'll leave that aside just in case I hit the other piece. Don Quixote Rosinante, got a Thatch, a Yamato, and a Marco. So this Yamato is one of the pretty key cards for the new Yamato deck. It has a 6 cost that can play out any or not any, can play out a Yamato with a cost of 8 from your trash. That is one of the Yamatos. There's currently 2 at the moment that cost 8. So that was the one that gets cards from trash and then lets you play out a 2 cost. The other one is a unblockable Yamato with an UnKO ability. Got a Morley, Sanji, Shanks, Otama, Tony Chopper, Monkey D. Garb, Black Hole, Miss Olive, Boa Marigold, the Momo, here we go. And we got a Vasco Shot, hey, and a 6 cost Yamato. Cool, all right, well I can talk about that then. But yeah, so this Momo and Shinobu combo is really cool because Momo is a 5 cost and this Shinobu is a 2 cost. But this Shinobu ability can give your Momo plus 20 cost, and then Momo says you can trash this character if it has a cost of 20 or more. And then if you have 9 or more Don cards, you can play up to 1 Kazuki Momonosuke with a cost of 9 from your trash. So that plays into the new 9 cost Momo, which is a 9 cost 6k blocker. And that lets you play out this Yamato from trash. And yeah, this is a pretty key card for the new Yamato deck. So draw 1, trash 1, and then you can trash it to play out a 8 cost Yamato from trash. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff. Yamato seems to be pretty good. We'll go through all the leaders, might as well. So there's Red Ace. Red Ace can give your 8k powered Whitebeard Pirate types rush, which is pretty cool. I think it's Whitebeard Pirates and Luffy's with 8k power or more rush. So they're pretty cool. And we did get a Sengoku leader. So Sengoku says he's a mono purple, 5 life. Activate main, you may return 8 of your active Don to your Don deck. Play 3 Admiral type cards with different names from your hand. So that Kuzan was one of them. There's also a Borsalino and a Sengoku. Oh, sorry, not Sengoku. Akainu, that's it. So yeah, Akainu is a pretty strong card. I can't remember the others. I've got Jesus Burgess, Boa Sandersonia, Magellan, Mr. 3, Captain Buggy's our savior, so true. Gum Gum Hammer Rifle, Monkey D. Luffy. Hey, here we got the Ace. So Ace is up to one of your Monkey D. Luffy characters or up to one of your characters with a type including Whitebeard Pirates with 8,000 power or more gains a rush during this turn. So some of your late game plays, you gain rush, which is pretty cool. New Moby Dick card as well, new stage. It's just like a searcher and you can trash it to give it onto leader, which is pretty cool. I think it's a very, not much needed card, but I think it's a really nice one to have in the archetype. Alright, we've got an Ace, Prisoner Ace, Sanji, Don Quixote do Flamingo, a blue one, an impel down one. Oh no, yeah, it is an impel down. Black Hole, Garp, Bartholomew Kuma, Boa Hancock, Jezu, Bunkov, and then we've got a Kobe and a Let's Go to the Navy Headquarters and the Don of this set. So has all the impel down characters, got a Bunkov, Jinbei, Inazuma, Luffy, and Croc. It's pretty cool. Got no clue who this Bunkov fella is. I remember seeing the leaks for this set and I had no clue who that was. It was like him and his brother or something. But a bit of some wacky characters. Mick Guy, Mahoroba, Suru, Marineford. Yeah, here we go. Here's the brother, Antlerkov. So we've got Bunkov and Antlerkov. I think they just like play each other out. Anyway. Oh, here we go. We've got a Yamato. This is the other Yamato. So this has unblockable. A new keyword that they've actually added, which I think is kind of due. Because they've always had cards that make you so that your opponent can't block instead of just giving the character unblockable. So it's about time they did that. And a Katarina Devon. So this is another card for Blackbeard. Trigger is very good. You can draw 1 and then you play a Blackbeard Pirates type card with a cost of 1 or less from trash. And a lot of your cards that you play from trash, that you play out are 1 costs, the ones that you get rid of. So we've got a Zoro, nice buff to the OP12 leader just before the starter deck comes out. I'm looking forward to that, that's for sure. There's a green player. We've got the 3 Admirals, a Thatch, a Valo Pizarro, and then we had Prisoners of Riding and a Boa Hancock. 7 cost 9k. Also has unblockable. And then in Boa fashion, it can stun one of your opponent's characters other than Monkey D. Luffy. So that's pretty cool. Speed Jill, Trafalgar Law, Jesus Burgess, Gum Gum Twin Jet Pistol, Magellan, Moji and Kabaji, Tony Chopper, Doc Q, the Luffy leader, just a normal one. So this one's pretty cool. So blue-green leader, which are 2 colors I quite like. Activate main. If the only characters on your field are impelled down type characters, set 2 of your Donners active. And yeah, you don't have to wait for that or anything. It comes pretty early. You can drop 2 costs on your 2 Don turn. We've got Inazuma, a Jinbei, and a Vasco shot. So yeah, Luffy seems pretty fun. Looks like you just play a lot of small characters and then just go super wide with them. And then late game you drop your boas and you have a restand event, which I think I did see earlier. Speed Jill, older brother Marine. So we got the older brother and younger brother. Just like how there was the girl promo. They've added these guys from that fan letter episode. Sunlon Wolf. Oh, big hit. Oh, let's go. We've got the Miss or Sunday SP. Oh, that's lovely. What a wicked pull. Very cool. Oh, I'm super stoked about that. Awesome. It's not green though, considering I collect green, but I can easily trade that towards a green SP at least, which is very nice. Got a Dofi, Mihawk, Arlong, Morley. Let's show them what we're made of. Benevolent King of the Waves. I've never actually seen that character before. What the hell? Thought that was Garb. Big guy. Avalo Pizarro, Suru, the 3 Admirals, Daz Bones, and a Zahahaha with an exclamation mark. So yeah, Zahaha, it's pretty good. If you're at 10 Don, lets you play out any Marshall D Teach. So you can play out the old OP9 10 cost that can stun a character and then make it so that your opponent can't activate their leader ability. As well as playing out the new one, the new 8 cost Teach, which is like, you look at top 3, choose any card to add to life, and then I believe it has a trigger as well, but I can't remember what it is. Kirill, Zoro, Shanks, Smoker, Mr. Bon Curé, Bentham. So yeah, that's another cool one. Captain Buggy's our savior, Boa Sandersonia, and Usopp, a new Usopp as well, which is for the old black-blue Usopp leader. And here we've got the Yamato leader. So yeah, 5 left, mono black leader. When a Land of Wano type character card is played from your trash, that character gains Rush during this turn. So pretty cool. We've got a Robin, another good card for that deck. It's kind of like a mini searcher. And we got Luffy and Sunwon Wolf. I feel like I've seen a lot of Sunwon Wolves. But yeah, interesting. Here we got Gecko. This Gecko's actually got a really cool trigger. So if you have 1 or less life cards, you play 1 Absalom, 1 Hogback, and 1 Perona with a cost of 4 or less from your trash. So if this was like your second last life or last life, and that was your opponent's last attack, you can just flood the board with 3 4-cost 5Ks, which is pretty insane. Oh, I don't know why I put that there. Anyway, Mihawk, Smoker, Trafalgar Law, Mick Guy, Garp. Let's show them what we're made of. Sengoku, Doc Q. We got Buggy leader. This is a very cool leader as well. So this effect can be activated when your impel down type character card is removed from the field. Play up to one prisoner of impel down card from your hand. So the really good thing about Buggy is it says when a card is removed from the field, it doesn't say that it has to be your opponent's, that it has to be yours, that it could be KO, bottom deck, bounce back to hand, put to life. Any type of removal, it protects, which is pretty cool. Then we got a Vista and a Monkey D. Luffy. This is one of the new SRs. If your leader's name includes ace, so it doesn't specify it to Portgas D-Ace or anything, it's just as long as it has ace in the name, and you have 6 or more Don cards on the field, this character becomes a 2 cost instead of a 4 cost, which is pretty good. And then on opponent's attack, you can trash 1 character card with 8,000 power from your hand. Your leader and this character's base power becomes 7,000. So, for example, if your opponent attacked and you had this Vista in hand, you can trash it, Luffy becomes 7k, and your leader becomes 7k if you're playing ace. So yeah, pretty good. I think it's a card that might be played in, or definitely played in the new ace, but I reckon it kind of has a spot in the red-green ace Luffy that comes out soon. Because if I manage to pull one, there's a secret rare ace that can search that Luffy. Got a Dazbones and a Trafalgar Law. It's a very interesting lore card that they added in. Yeah, you can just keep something frozen, and then at the end of your turn, all your 5 costs get set active. So it's really good for Bonnie and the green-yellow lore. But again, just a random card to add into the set. But it's pretty good. I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Got a Bow of Marigold, Sengoku. We'll change this mission from sneaky to flashy. Borsalino, here's one of the other admirals. So I think every admiral has ramp in some way, which is to offset the -8 Don. So yeah, on play, add 1 Don from your Don deck and set it active, and then add 1 additional Don and rest it. And then end of turn, Don -2, you can set him as active and he gains blocker. So pretty good the turns after you play him. You can swing with him and then just like -2 Don to set him active. And then we got this Marco as well. Very similar to the old Marco from OP2, I believe. So on KO, you can trash 1 card with 8k power, and then you play him back from your trash. And he protects your board as well. So if one of your characters would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you can KO him, and because of his on KO, you trash an 8k, and he just comes back. So it's pretty good. And it's not once per turn either, it's just as long as you keep fulfilling the KO effect, then you can just protect board as much as you want. Got a Jinbei, Burgess, Shanks, Ace, Rockstar, Captain Buggy's our savior, Ramba, Nico Robin, Rosinante, Jozu, Ben Beckman. This is another pretty cool card, just a random upgrade for an old deck. So yeah, 5 cost 6k, has blocker, and then on play you may rest one of your Don cards. If your leader is a red-haired pirates type and you have 10 Don cards on the field, play 1 Shanks from your hand. So yeah, if you get to 10 Don, you can play this down for 6 and play out a 10 cost Shanks as well, whether that's the KO Shanks or the Rush Shanks. Either way, I think you're pretty ahead if you can do that. And then we got a Little Oars Jr. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff. Oh, it looks like we got the next Don. So that'll be the last of the Don cards. Squad, Gekko Moria, Kazuki Odin, Zoro, Ramba. Let's show what we got. Magellan, Izo, Van Orga, Buddha Sengoku. It's a double searcher, and then you trash 1 from hand, which is pretty cool, from top 5. And we got a Bon Clay. This is another really good one for that blue-green Luffy and Buggy, I'd say. So it's draw 1, and then when attacking, with 1 Don, he becomes the same like power as your opponent's leader. So really handy into 6k leaders, or like Nami when they become 7k. You can just attach 1 Don and swing 7 or swing 6 or swing 5. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And yeah, if your opponent wants to kill it, if you're playing Buggy, you just get to play out a 6 cost for free. So pretty good. We've got an Arlong, an Odin, Dofi, Morley, Boa Hancock, Mahoroba. Yeah, interesting name. Galdino. We'll change this mission from sneaky to flashy. Crocodile. This is another really good card. Talk about it in a sec. Shinobu, Bon Clay, and a Shiryu SR. So this is another really good card for Blackbeard. So on play, you may trash 1 from your hand. Add up to 1 Blackbeard type character with a cost of 6 or less from your trash to the top of your life cards. So if you had 2 of these, you could trash one and then put that Shuri on top of life. Trigger, draw 2 cards, so just pretty good. And yeah, we'll go with this Croc card. So Croc is really good. It's a 4-cost 6k blocker, and then on play, you may return one of your characters with a cost of 2 or more to your hand, and then you play out 1 impel down type character with a cost of 2 or less. So you could swing with Bonclay, attack for whatever your opponent's leader is, play this down, return him back to hand, play him out, and then if you're playing Buggy, because a character was removed from the field by by an effect, you then get to play out one of the 6-cost impel down All-Stars, or whatever their name is. So yeah, really, really good card, especially if you see that on curve. It's really nice. Put that there. So I think Buggy will be a lot of people's fun deck. I don't know if it's super competitive. It might be. I haven't looked a whole lot into next set. Oh, into this set, I should say. So yeah, Tama, McGuy, Mr. 3, Black Hole, Crocodile, Marineford, Miss Olive, Monkey D. Luffy, and a 4-cost Kinemon. Here's another really good one for the Yamato deck. On play, if your leader has the Wano type, look at top 5, add a Land of Wano card to hand, and then trash the rest. And then he also gains +3 cost. So against any deck that has like early removal against against 4 costs or something like that, ways to bounce it or ways to rest it, stuff like that, you can get out of that just by being technically a 7 cost. Yeah, pretty good. And much needed for Yamato as well to fill up your trash. That's like the biggest part of it. So it's really good that it has that. Got a Buggy, Ace, a Kuzan, and a Ben Beckman. We've got 3 packs left. This is the 3rd last. Actually, I've only hit the SP so far, so I'm hoping there's something in here. Squad, Ivankov. To be fair, I actually wouldn't be too opposed if I didn't pull anything else, considering I did get Missile Sunday. We've got a Marshall D. Teach. Finally got, I think this is the last one we haven't seen yet. So opponent's turn, all of your characters gain +1 cost, and then on your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash 1 card with trigger from your hand, change the target of that attack to this leader or to one of your Blackbeard type character cards. So you can send it into one of your 1 costs, which is pretty much the main objective of this deck. Then we got an army. Oh, and a Bonclay. Oh, leader packs aren't duds anymore, even in this set. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so this is that same 2-cost Bonclay, or Boncue Bentham. So yeah, on play, draw 1. 1 Don when attacking becomes the same power as your opponent's leader. So I'll put that there. Then we'll go last 2 packs. Not sure how case odds work in this set. I know previously there used to be a couple of SP boxes that would be 3 hitters. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I don't think it is as well. I think from memory it's just a 2-hitter, but 2 good hitters, that's for sure. Anyway, we're on to the last pack. Looks like I've got 1 SR, because you get 7 a box, currently only got 6. So, Law, Arlong, Zoro, Speed Jill, Zoro again, Gum Gum Twin Dirt Pistol, Benevolent King of the Waves, Buggy, Gum Gum Hammer Rifle, Antlikov. We got a 9-cost Kazuki Momonosuke, so that's a pretty good one to get. So yeah, this is part of that combo piece I was just saying earlier. So it's a 9-cost 6k blocker, and then on play up to 1 Land of Wano type card with a cost of 6 or less other than Momo from your trash. And we got an Ivankov SR. So this is pretty good. Really good for the blue-green Luffy deck. On play, look at top 3, reveal an impel down, add it to your hand, and then you get to play out a 2-cost or less from your hand. The good thing with that 2-cost or less is that it is not restricted to impel down. So if you were playing some other green deck, yeah, you could just play out anything really, which is pretty cool. Lets you play out searches in, like, say, Bonnie. But then again, I don't think you'd run the impel down package. But yeah, that is it for box 1. We've got 2 very good hits with the Missile Sunday SP and the Bonclay 2-cost. So yeah, I'll clean this up and then I'll get into the next box. All right, here we go. We got the second box open. We'll make a start of this to this. Make a start to this at least. Oh my god, my tongue feels like it's asleep today. Can't even lie. Anyway, hopefully this second box will be just as good, but getting an SP was already pretty spectacular, can't lie. So, don't know if I can follow that up, but we will definitely give it a go. All right. First pack of the new box. We have a Younger Brother Marine, Shanks, Shimotsuku Ushimaru, Dracul Mihawk, Mr. 3, Hannibal, Mahoroba, Izo, Porgus the Ace. If you're coming with me, kiss your lives goodbye. A Ben Beckman. Hey, and we got a Marshall D. Teach. Yeah, really good card. The new secret rare of the set. So yeah, on play, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 card to the top of your life cards, and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So yeah, no restrictions at all. It's just look at top 3, heal 1, and you get to choose what that is. So if it has a trigger, you're setting up your own life. And then trigger, negate the effect of up to 1 of your opponent's characters during this turn, then KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. That card is insane. It's really good. Very strong card. So I think that's pretty much brought a lot of people onto the Blackbeard hype train. Seems really strong. You know, just redirecting. Card draw seems to be a bit of an issue in that deck though. So I guess you just kind of want to play around your 1-drops that let you draw cards and whatnot. So yeah, it'll be a fun new deck to verse, that's for sure. Definitely not my style. I think the only yellow deck I have played is like Yamato, because it was green-yellow. So yeah, I never played any like stally yellow deck, just a super aggro, super quick one. Jinbei and a Prisoner of Impel Down. Here we go. So you got Buggy and Mr. 3, as well as Ivankov's face in the very back. And yeah, 6 cost 6k, 2k counter, and under the rules of this game, you may have any number of this card in your deck. So very much like the Pacifista, I believe it was, from OP2 or OP1. I think that's the only other card in the game that says, under the rules of this game, you may run any number of this card. The only issue is the Pacifista was never played, but this Prisoner of Impel Down most definitely is. So yeah, we've got Hammer Rifle and Jet Pistol, both next to each other. Ace Leader, Prisoners of Riding, and a Vista. Ooh, grab 2 packs. It's going down left only. That's what I normally do, to be fair. Mihawk, Morley, Sanji, Lafitte, Let's Show 'Em What We're Made Of, Hannibal, Tony Chopper, Kiss Your Lives Goodbye, Shinobu, Rosinante, got an unblockable Yamato, and a Katarina Devon. Older Brother Marine, Porgus the Ace, Sanji, Magellan, Emoji and Kabaji, Chopper, Let's Show 'Em What We're Made Of, Suru, Marineford, Antlikov, Monkey D. Luffy, and a Bonclay. We'll just start flying through these, I reckon. Garp, Black Hole, Sanda Sonya, Magellan, Thatch, Momo, Sengoku Leader, Prisoner of the Riding, and Sun One Wolf. So yeah, out of the new leaders, I think from what Japan has played so far, what the East has played so far, it seems like Blackbeard is definitely up there as one of the top new decks. I don't think Enel and Nami are really going anywhere at the moment. Both are extremely solid decks, so I think the only way that one of those would really go out of the meta was if they did some like bans or something, but I don't think the game's in a toxic state at the moment, or in a annoying gameplay state, so I don't really see any bans happening anytime soon. Plus, a lot of it is the skill of the player too. Like Enel, for example, has a very high skill ceiling, knowing what to search and when to play events and all that stuff. Yeah, we got an Ivankov. So yeah, I think Enel's around to stay. I do like its genericness, with how you can just fit any kind of 6 cost or less purple card into the deck. People have gone for removal at the moment. So I think previous lists used to run like Porsche from OP7, I believe. Like a 3 cost searcher that would let you play out a 4K. So you would just play out Dog, and Dog would kind of just sit there and frighten your opponent for a very long time. So it was a very aggro style of deck, but then people found the control version of it. So they started running Gamma Knife and what's the other one called? Divine Departure for full removal with the El Thor event that Enel has. So I think some people are wanting some sort of ban. Hey, we got the Dom. If anything, I think the only card in Enel that could get hit is probably just like a pair ban with Gamma Knife. I don't think there's any card that's inherently broken in that deck that warrants getting a ban from every other leader. So yeah, I don't see anything happening soon. Same with Nami. Like Nami is just a very generic leader. So anything that they add to blue or yellow that can just fit into it will just always go into it. Hey, you got Kinemon. Like I think if you really wanted to, you could probably build a Blackbeard version of Nami instead of the current Gecko package. Because that Shiryu has a generic trigger, this Blackbeard has a generic trigger. The Blackbeard itself isn't locked to Blackbeard Pirates, and same with the Shiryu. The Shiryu was just trash one and then add a Blackbeard type to the top of your life. So kind of exactly like what the Gecko is, where you can play it out or add it to life. Shiryu just adds it to life. So yeah. Shanks, Smoker, Benevolent King of the Waves, Glacier Slash, Boa, Zoro, and Dot Q. This is one of the good ones for Blackbeard. So it's one of their 2k counters. On KO, if your leader has the Blackbeard Pirates type, draw 1 card and then KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. And because they're on KO abilities, and it's kind of a card targeted to an L, like killing 2 1 costs or less is only really relevant into an L. Maybe the Mirror as well, actually, for Blackbeard. And then, yeah, because of Enel's ability, I don't think they're ever going to rest the card to not do anything. Hey, we got the Momo. Wicked. Awesome. So this is the alt art for the Momo. It is the 9-cost blocker. And yeah, really cool. You can see Yamato on the top of it, preparing her move. I think this is when Luffy and Yamato were about to fight Kaido together. So that's a very cool one. So we've hit 1 secret rare and one SEC. Oh, sorry, 1 secret rare and 1 alt art of a rare. I think I've got an SR in this pack. My thumb kind of slipped and showed that. We got Yamato, Nami, and here we go. We got a Shiryu. Very nice. So I should have 4 more SRs coming, as well as possibly another hit. Oh, I thought I saw something then. Thought it was a leader, but it was not. The back was not red. We got Magellan, Namur, Usopp, Van Orga. This Van Orga is another good one as well, actually. So opponent's turn on KO. If your leader has the Blackbeard Pirates type, draw 1 card and give one of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 3,000 power this turn. With Kobe, it was a Whitebeard. So this is the new Whitebeard. Pretty good SR, actually. A very generic red SR as well, with a little bit of a limitation to it. So your turn, your leader gains double attack and 2000 power. So it's like any red leader, when it's your turn, will just become like 7k half the time with double attack, which is really strong. And then on play, you can reveal 2 character cards with 8000 power from your hand, and then you give one of your opponent's characters minus 6000 power. So that's the kind of the limitation on it. We've got a Momo and a Kuzan. So yeah, if you aren't really running a deck that has a lot of 8Ks, then you can't really run the Whitebeard, but even just the plus 2k with the double attack is pretty threatening for a lot of decks. So could get play. But we will wait and see. There's a Buddha Sengoku and a Mr. 3 Galdino. So we go, we've got 5 of the SRs now. So I should only have 2 more. And I think I've got 7 packs, including this one that I've just ripped. Sanji, Younger Brother, Jinbei, Hannibal, Black Hole, Lafitte, Rockstar. We'll change it from Sneaky to Flashy, Izzo, Van Orga, a Yamato, and a Marco. Actually, one of these could be a Don pack. I don't think I've seen... Oh, speak of the devil. We've got the Don pack right here. Jinbei, Itama, Sanji, Kuma, Lafitte, Chopper, Captain Buggy's our savior, Sneaky to Flashy, Crocodile, Marco, Nami, and Don. So very cool. Yeah, 5 packs left of this new set. I think probably the most anticipated leaders were definitely Teach, Yamato, and Luffy. So yeah, Luffy just being able to go super wide with that restand event as like a, you don't even have to play it. It's just the threat of having it is like really good. So I believe it's a 7 Don play. If you have 5 character cards, all with different names, you get to set all of your characters and leader as active. So you can get a lot of swings in. And then there's a Impel Down Galdino from the Ace Luffy starter deck, which is a 2k counter, and you can rest it to give 2 of your 6Ks 2 rested Don each, which is really good for another Yamato. Really good for, if I can remember what it was, the Prisoner of Impel Down, as well as the Buggy SR. I don't think I've pulled the Buggy SR today, so I don't remember talking about it. But anyway, that Buggy SR is pretty good because it lets you draw 2, and then I believe you play out a Prisoner of Impel Down, and then those are your 2 6Ks because they're both 6K characters. And yeah, that's your Mr. 3 target, which is pretty good. So Teach, Little Oars, and Monkey D. Luffy. 2 packs. This is the second last one. We have, I think, another altar. I think I just spoiled myself, but I don't know what it was. Oh, actually, no, I think I saw a bit of red and purple, so I think it's Sakazuki, and this SR is super bait. Oh no, it wasn't alt art, okay. I did see reddish purple. Hey, we got the Ivankov alt art. So this is pretty good. This was a 3-hit box. Not bad at all. So yeah, this is in her female form because of her hormone devil fruit. Ivankov's a funny character. Anyway, this should be an SR, this pack. It's the last one I need. So we will fly through this and do a quick reveal. Bam, bam, bam. We have Thatch. Let's go to the Navy headquarters. This is the restand event I was talking about. So yeah, it's a 1 Don, rest 6 extra. If you have 5 Impel Down type characters with different card names, set your leader and all your characters as active. And then counter, you lead against 3k. And hey, the Buggy. This is the Buggy I was talking about. So yeah, 5 cost 6k. On play, if your leader has the Impel Down type, I'll draw 1 and then play up to 1 Prisoner of Impel Down card from your hand. And then once per turn, this effect can be activated when your opponent attacks. Up to 1 of your Prisoner of Impel Down cards gains blocker during this turn. So yeah, you can turn your 6 cost into a cheeky little blocker. So if your opponent's swinging a lot of 5s, you can just turn this into a blocker and block for free. It's pretty nice. And yeah, that's it for the unboxing. It was pretty good overall, actually. We got the SP Missile Sunday with a Bonclay, and then we got the Vankov, the Momo, and the base Secret Rare Teach. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope this unboxing was fun. I know I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Thanks, guys.